I'm here with the lovely Niamh and Eoin from Volterra. We're staying the night with them, and we've just come into their teatro here in Volterra, and they actually have the most amazing art exhibition, but the architecture is unbelievable. It's so beautiful. These painted ceilings and the chandeliers, so beautiful. And then in the centre you've got this incredibly modern work of art, really, lounge, obviously by, there you go, particular artist, the information there. And grazie. Wow, it's just beautiful, isn't it? So each room leads then through to the actual teatro, which is just straight ahead. Isn't that glorious? Look at that beautiful scene. And look, just like when you're in La Scala in Milan, which is one of my favourite theatres that I've been to for opera, and you have all the boxes where in the olden days the nobility, of course, had their own individual box, their own special box, and then massive lighting on the ceiling. And there are my lovely friends. And here are the stars of the show. Straight ahead. Buonasera.
Come state?
Are we doing Shakespeare this evening or?
Shakespeare.
Sure. Alas for York.
Take this. So we are at the Roman Theatre of Volterra, which, as you can see, we're up very high looking out over this spectacular scenery, and there are some beautiful ruins down there. Look at those columns, aren't they wonderful? And they've found a second actual amphitheatre, Owen said, about a 10-minute walk from here, just sort of outside of the main part of the town. So this place is absolutely, if I may use the Australian saying, chock-a-block full of incredible history from all different eras. Oh, you're cheeky. He's always playing up to me. I had to film this because it was too tall. I had no idea how I was going to photograph it. It's so tall, but so magnificent. Well, oh gosh, it's noisy in this square with the kids playing, but this is incredible. What an amazing square this is. So there's Pope Linus, which was, I think they said, the second pope in it ever, but many popes were born in Volterra, in fact. And, you know, once again, I'm going to sound so repetitive, but I'm so impressed by Volterra. I knew it was going to be spectacular, and I'd watched some of you and Owen's videos, but I am incredibly impressed by the wealth of architecture, the history. It's, oh my goodness, it's really jam-packed, as I said before, from the Etruscans all the way through, and then of course with the strong story of the Medici coming through, and the popes, and everything, every single wall, every single door, every window, everything tells a story of incredibly rich history, which I'm no expert on and not going to even start to try and describe it to you, but look for yourselves at this awesome architecture and incredible Italian art and history that just abounds in this town. Back to this beautiful square, gosh. Look at these buildings. They're just gobsmackingly beautiful, aren't they? Oh gosh, have you ever been to Volterra? I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Please let me know if you've been here before and what your impressions were, or if by watching this you've now added it to your bucket list in Italy, because it highly deserves to be on everyone's bucket list, that's for sure. And you mustn't come to Italy without not coming here. Well and truly worth a visit, no doubt about it. Look at the crests all the way up to the top. They're making all these creepy noises because we're going where the Volterra come from, basically where the books were set of the vampires. And look at this. Oh my goodness, it's a bit like Diagon Alley from Harry Potter or whatever, isn't it? So, goodness gracious. Yeah, it's a bit creepy, and there's lots of pigeons up on the wall that I'm sure you can't see. It's fun. Creepy. It's not the best of the afternoons. It is raining on the horizon, so the colours aren't as spectacular perhaps as they could be, but it's spectacular all the same, of course. And I'm just showing you, I've just walked through these squares, but now from the outside it's so lovely to see the rooftops and the baptistry and the towers from another point of view. Very, very beautiful. We're just on our way down to the lower part of the town now, but we're going past a lot of art galleries, which are lovely, and very, very pretty. It's got quite cool here this evening. Another wonderful art gallery. Oh, love contemporary art. Oh, that's awesome. Very, very beautiful studios. Gosh, and look at this. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful art pieces, or contemporary art. So, gosh, we're finding so many diverse things here, aren't we? From the very ancient Etruscan, Roman, Neolithic, evidently as well, history that is in Volterra, and interrupting me to let me know that there are steps in the road and that I mustn't fall over, which is lovely of them. Olive trees and a hotel. Another step. And what a gorgeous, gorgeous view the whole way down. Bottega. We've left Volterra. We're now just north of Pisa, or on the outskirts, and we're headed towards a town or an area called Forte dei Marmi, which is a beautiful seaside resort. But as you can see, grey sky, we're not going there for that. And at the moment we're just in a really built up area, but I was just saying to David, we can tell we're near the coast again because we've found these beautiful alleys of the flat-topped pinoli, what I call the pinoli trees. They're pine trees that have the pine nuts on them. So they're these trees that you get all around Rome and southern Tuscany and stuff. We are actually headed for a place that was very high up on my bucket list for shopping, and that's Recuperando, and it is a beautiful architectural salvage and antique and everything you want. They basically sell everything from old tiles to old sinks in marble and furniture and oh look, just everything you could possibly think of, gates and doors and whatever. And I believe it's massive, and I think it's the largest one in all of Tuscany. And I found it by watching other YouTubers like Kylie Flavel and Julie from the American Viscountess, and so many people that have visited it. I just would sit there and drool and think, oh my gosh, we have to get there. So today was a free day, and it was going to be rainy, and we left our lovely friends Owen and Niamh back in Volterra this morning and thought, look, instead of heading home, let's just use this rainy day and go there and have a great day of browsing and drooling and hopefully shopping if we can find something for our little house in Chianni. So I will show you once we get there. So we are inside Recuperando. We've just been looking at those little tables. It's insane, and they have 6 warehouses, and we have to go to another one this afternoon. Beautiful tiles. Because there are just things everywhere and they're moving around, so it's a treasure trove. It's just insane, and Giorgio's being so helpful. Grazie mille, Giorgio. Giorgio's being so helpful to show us, because we just arrived here after a 2-hour drive, and it's, yeah, as you can see, it's actually quite overwhelming, the amount of beautiful things. And they said, look, hardly anything's here because we're already moving it to the new place, so you can just imagine. So we're going to the new place with him after lunch, because they close for lunch, of course, and then we'll meet up and go to the other one this afternoon. But he's just going to show me another little table that we were interested in. Eccola. So he'll bring it out here. David! See, this is the little one. Bella. Okay. So that almost looks too small to me.
That one's, yeah, that's too small. That size table,
yeah.
But in this design.
Okay, I'm not sure if it exists.
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't that look pretty? Yeah, that looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
Actually, that would be perfect for the balcony.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We like this little one. We're looking at something in marble, hopefully. May not be what we end up getting, but to sit in our bathroom to replace just the very modern porcelain sink. And this is about the same size, but as you can see, has a lot more style. Beautiful old marble. Who knows where that's come from.
These granite ones.
There's granite. There's more white marble here. She said that they've got dozens and dozens at the other place, so I think we'll be overwhelmed for choice when we get there. We have just had a delicious little bite of lunch at a restaurant just behind the beach, and now we've just wandered down to what seems to be a very, very long pier here at Forte del Mami. We've got about 20 minutes to kill before we head back to do more shopping, and we thought, why not come and look at the Mediterranean here? It's looking a bit grey today because it's not the best of days. And of course, so therefore the beach, and all you can see, it's flat as a tack here, so all you can see for kilometres, I think, in either direction are beach clubs, of course. All the umbrellas and the chairs, and this place would be absolutely throbbing with humanity during the summer months. You can just imagine. It's one of the most popular stretches of beach club land along this part of the coast, and I know a lot of people that come here to go to the beach when they live in Tuscany. Very, very popular. Very wealthy village, or township I should say, very close to all the marble area, so therefore David was just saying, oh gosh, they've got marble side curb guttering. I said, there you go, you know, you're in the land of marble, don't you, when you see that. But the little main street where we just sat in the cafe for lunch, there was Gucci, Dolce & Gabbana, Prada, the whole thing. Yes, so quite upmarket beach town, so to speak. And I don't know if you can see, you can tell in the distance like that how far that goes on in each direction. It literally is just kilometres of really straight sandy, which is good, sandy beaches. And we're just wandering up the pier now. I'll follow you anywhere you go, my love. Where are you taking me now?
Let's go down here.
You're leading me astray.
Yep.
Always. I knew you'd say always. So So we've chosen this awesome coffee table that it looks very rusty, but it has a special coating on it to protect it, and we're getting some gorgeous chairs that are over there, and I can't even see which ones now, and a wonderful table to match for the kitchen and for the balcony.
Okay for you?
Are you happy, darling?
Did you order, sir?
Yes, sure.
Buongiorno. Today is a day of activity and deliveries, we hope, after disasters the other day. But I'm just going to show you some of the things that we've got so far. So I'm really happy. I got this lovely old antique hat and coat stand or hook for the wall. Really old timber, lovely old sort of rusty looking things. I bought David a Panama hat in Montalcino as a gift. He bought me a lovely shopping basket this morning as a gift for me to walk around the village and do my shopping. And I've got my little old Medici plates that my mum gave me a long time ago in Australia, and I thought they're perfect for here. And there were already 2 little hooks in the wall up there, and I just thought, perfect, they can sit there. Then yesterday we managed to get, yay, we've got chairs finally. We got these beautifully made, solid as a rock. They're really heavy. They're handmade, artisan made chairs. And they're basically based on a design from the old days back in Paris, but they're folding, which is really handy. And we've got 4 of them, and they're going to be either for use here in the kitchen, or we might use 2 up in the lounge. We're not sure yet. We got this gorgeous little table where we've got all our tools sitting on at the moment, which again is gorgeous, old and rusty looking. Love the design. It's called a Boldini design, again from very ancient design, cafe tables, all artisan made. And that won't stay here in the kitchen. They're making us a larger table at the moment, just a little bit larger than this for the kitchen. This one's a bit small for here, which will look a little bit different. The other one is actually called a Cartier-Bresson design because it was based on tables that the famous French photographer Cartier-Bresson sat at this particular favourite table of his in cafes in Florence when he was in Florence. And we loved the design. Wait until you see it. It's so pretty. So that will be arriving in about 10 days, we hope. So that's that. And then this was a really cute find at one of the... did I find that at the antiques market? I think so.
Yeah.
I think it was something like €5. Gorgeous old candle stand, which I just love. So that's great. Our beautiful mirror is still sitting here because we're not ready to put it on the wall yet. Our big kitchen cupboard, we're still waiting for the marble top, which was part of the disaster that happened the other day, that they delivered it without its top. So it has a marble work bench on top. So we've just got it there sitting there for now. Can't really do a lot with it, though I have used some of the drawers. We have our electrical goods hopefully arriving this afternoon or early tomorrow morning. Fingers crossed this afternoon, which means we'll have our oven right there, our cream colour sort of vintage looking oven there. And then on top of this, eventually when it's got the top, we'll have our coffee, Smeg coffee maker, kettle, toaster, eventually, that kind of thing. That's my beautiful Parmigiana that I bought the other day, and I wanted that to sit up there as well, I hope, in the corner. Get some longer olive branches. We got a couple of tiny little short ones the other day that still actually have olives on them, green olives, but a little bit small for that one, but that's okay. So still in a little bit of a mess. And David is busily, so he popped that up for me just before, and now he's working on some gorgeous little mirrors that I found in Vico Pisano, which, oh, you finished. Let me have a look.
Look back there.
Let me go up the stairs. And beautiful day here, by the way. Just stunning autumn day. Look at that view out that window. Isn't it stunning? Bedroom's a mess. Don't worry about that. Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it. So we've just, David's just, hello.
Hello.
David's just put those on for me. That little mirror, they're so expensive to buy if you buy them in the shops new. See, with the candlesticks on the front, which I love, and it's going to look so romantic at night. I paid €15 for that. And I think I paid about €5 each for these.
Yeah.
The little ones. You can see the work.
Yeah.
There's my handsome man. We can now look at ourselves in the mirror every time we walk down the stairs, David. Isn't that wonderful? But just gorgeous. I just wanted to create like a little collage of things here. And I may eventually even add to it. But we'll see. Anyway, so now on to the next job, which is behind you, David. Could I go in behind you, my love? So, old mattress on the floor, old bed to undo. These are going down into the cantina so that we have the lounge room ready for arrivals, and some more of my beautiful finds. Oh, I'm just so in love. That mirror was such a bargain. Beautiful Florentine. Love my Florentine. Hand painted. Look at these little trays. They're just adorable. And then I've got my beautiful light fitting for the other side of the lounge, plus these cute little chandelier type lamps that we're putting on either side of the bed. You've probably seen my little cage before that I got from the lovely Emma, and then my gorgeous other little find from Vico Pisano Markets, this gorgeous little, I think it's walnut coffee table with marquetry inlay. And can you see that lovely design of a cello? I think it's a cello. Can you believe, ladies and gentlemen, that this table cost me the grand sum of €10? €10. Then we just popped out the other two chairs, like you saw in the kitchen, with one of my little cute other little finds there, the little table, just to sit on the balcony. They won't stay, of course. They're not the kind of thing made for balconies. But in the meantime, it gives us a nice little spot to sit in that beautiful Tuscan sunshine. And there we go. So on with the works. Muddy, do you realise that this is the first time we've sat at a table on chairs in this house? Up until now, we've stood up, lied down, sat on the floor, but we have not sat and eaten a little meal of any kind. And here we are.
This is it.
Isn't it comfortable?
Very.
I am. Talk about appreciating the little things in life. I'm sitting on a very comfy chair, and as you can see, I have the most absolutely elegant tablecloth protecting the table. Bubble wrap. You can just play and pop the bubbles as you. There you go. You can have fun while you eat. And we're having a very simple salad for lunch because that's all we had in the house. Bought some fresh bread this morning, but after being away for 3 days, haven't had a chance to actually do any shopping. Always have the lovely olive oil on the table. And we are as happy as Larry to be here. And we just had a little kiss, didn't we, darling?
Well, we did.
Yeah, we did have a little kiss just to celebrate. We celebrate every little step that we take. The little touches that make a place a home, and all of a sudden, just in a couple of hours really, adding little olive branches, a couple of little paintings sitting around from home, things in the fireplace, a bottle of red wine, our cupboard which is not finished, but I bought a pretty linen tea towel this afternoon. I bought a few from a local store that are made here, locally made in Tuscany, the fabric, the linen and the painting on them. And I filled up my damigiana with some olive branches that we picked this evening, just along the side of the road. And straight away it starts to feel cozy, you know. The oven's coming tomorrow, so are some of the other appliances. I've got my basket sitting on the wall, and yes, it's not finished, but It's so much better than before.